This is ZNS Total Sports, your source for sports in the North. Greetings all, I'm Ramiko Knowles. While topping sports, the Hugh Campbell Senior Boys Basketball Tournament is officially underway in the nation's capital. 5 teams from Grand Bahama were expected to participate in this year's tournament, but we recently learned that only 4 teams will take part as Tabernacle Baptist has decided to opt out of this year's basketball championships. Italia Hall explains.
Head coach at Tabernacle Baptist Academy, Kevin Clark, confirming that the Tabernacle Falcons basketball team will not be participating in the Hugh Campbell basketball tournament in New Providence this week. The reason? Well, he says financial challenges. He says the school does not have the funds and it is difficult for the players as well.
I think a lot had to do with the hurricane, financial assistance from the parents. For the student nowadays, a lot of the boys weren't able to come up with the funding to travel, and hence, we thought it was in our best interest that we don't go because we couldn't really come up with the money.
Now, rumors circulating suggest that the Tabernacle Falcons pulled out of the tournament because they are unhappy with their pool assignment. But Clark says that had absolutely nothing to do with their decision.
The Hugh Campbell is an invitational tournament. We can't tell them what to do. They have their own committee, so they run it the way they want to run it. Yeah, we might have been a little disheartened with the way the pools were set up. But when you have two teams that were playing in their respective championships for the respective islands in the same pool, it's kind of disheartening. But nevertheless, we aren't afraid to play anyone. We'll play anyone, anywhere.
He says the players are disappointed, but it takes over $10,000 to transport them to and from Nassau.
I'm up for a challenge anytime, anywhere. I don't want people to think that Tabernacle didn't want to go because of the pool we were in. We are the champs in Grand Bahama. We're defending champs right now, and we wanted to go there to try to win the Hugh Campbell, but there's nothing that you can do when the kids just don't have the funding. And I hope that people would understand that. And, if we had people that would come out and help the kids, it would have been good. But, the island of Grand Bahama is trying to rebuild right now, so it's tough.
Now, Coach Clark says it is an unfortunate situation, but they hope that next year they can better prepare so that the team can participate in the annual tournament. Italia Hall, ZNS Total Sports.
Thanks, Italia. Well, the Bahamas Pure Water and Ice National Tennis Tournament is slated to take place this coming Friday, February 21st at the YMCA Tennis Courts. Grand Bahama Tennis Association President Natiska Barrett says this is the first tournament of the year, and they're excited to have a new sponsor on board.
This is the first year that Bahama Pure Water and Ice is sponsoring the event, and we'd also like to thank Subway in the past who sponsored it in years gone by. So we're grateful to Mr. LaRota and Bahama Pure Water and Ice for coming through and supporting the youth of the Bahamas through tennis. We have several divisions in the tournament, and Coach Danny will speak about that, but it's under 8 all the way up to under 18. And we're expecting to see on display good camaraderie, good sportsmanship, good competition.
Now it is a ranking tournament sanctioned by the BLTA. Proprietor of the Bahamas Pure Water and Ice, Greg LaRuda, is inviting all to come out in support of the tennis players.
We're proud to come on board as a name sponsor for this national event this year, and we plan to support it obviously in years to come. Anything that involves young people, we'd like to be a part of it and help to make it successful. So we're looking forward to see a very successful and competitive tournament.
Well, ZNS Healthy Lifestyle Month is just weeks away, and teams are gearing up for the basketball jamboree, which will take place at the St. George's Gymnasium on March 6th through 7th. A special game is also expected to take place between the P's, and by P's, I'm referring to the pastors versus the politicians.
All the way from Nassau will be Carlos Reed, Arthur Duncombe. We have our very own Christian Council President, Pastor Robert Lockhart, Kermit Sanders, the great Bishop Hall. We really want to put something on those politicians. So we asking Crazy Thompson, get your Ben Gay, Frederick McAlpine, get your Bengay. Pakeisha Parker Edgecombe, get your Bengay. It's going to be a wonderful time.
Zeleness, you have done it again. A healthy lifestyle. How much more fitting a time now to inject into the minds of our country and indeed Grand Bahama to have a healthy lifestyle. If we can accomplish this through the grace of God, this Grand Bahama will be the best Grand Bahama that we have ever seen.
And I agree. Well, that's a wrap on sports. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Ramiko Knowles. Until next time, make it a great one.